For this episode, topic is how do we change crab mentality? So what do you girls think?
How do we change crab mentality? Well, we're here. Let us think.
First, I don't know, because I feel like Filipinos are always so focused on... They want to put themselves ahead of everyone else. They want to like further their own benefit, their own outcome and stuff. So it's... I don't know, why don't we just like focus on like... supporting, boosting each other up and all those stuff. But it's easier said than done. Yeah.
I think the first mentality that people have is doubt. They would go on, they would say, it won't work. It's not going to happen, so they won't support right away. Like what I said earlier on, that once they see you succeed, they will do something instead of like giving you the time to learn more about you and to have back and forth conversation. Okay, I can learn something from you, instead of saying you can't do it. Yeah, because there's a lot of people who would say no, you can't do it. They doubt you. They think that you're not going to succeed because you're trying something new. What do you think?
I feel it's been a big damage to the whole community that we are not so vocal and supportive of a lot, or let's just say each other. I'm not gonna say I'm right, but that's just what I see and how I feel. For example, your podcast, I would gladly put it in my wall. 𝙁𝒑, the camera guy, could put it in his wall. And yeah, shout outs to these girls, right? Amazing for what you're doing, but we don't have a community like that really, at least over 50% supportive, right? Maybe 10, 20. And I'm a strong believer of what you do unto others, it will be done unto you, right? So if I wish you the worst, I'm doing it to myself, actually. Right? So if you're in an environment where it's hostile, they just don't support each other, and you can feel that they don't want you to do good, a lot of you won't do good. You need a harmonized team with the same energy vibration, right?
Yeah.
So I feel that the community-wise here is not in that same energy vibe. And how do we get that same energy vibration? How do we, in a way, we call it the pendulum, right? The pendulums are the ones you can't change. Like, this is the education system. So how do we build our own community pendulum? Like, come on, maybe like a Filipino celebration event, Hong Kong Filipinos, or even the young Filipinos in Hong Kong, and everybody actually shows up.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody's showcasing their talent or their side business or what they do, what they're passionate about. And we get to know about each other.
It's interesting because you did say there's a lot of Filipinos that don't really like their jobs, and it's usually F&B, right? And usually F&B, their times are usually are what time to what time?
Oh,
Like
it's
really
stressful.
spread.
11 to 11, or if no COVID, then maybe 11 to 12, then closing until 1, or sometimes even bars, clubs. Remember Volar used to close at 8? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
RIP Volar, I miss you.
So I guess
8
maybe
a.m.
I guess maybe that's the reason why it's hard for people to get out of their way, to get out of their tiredness and push themselves to learn new things or to support others, because they can't really support themselves too,
It's like
because they're too tired, or
they're like just struggling to survive. I mean,
Yeah.
they're just surviving. They're not thriving in this.
and imagine that they also have that, plus they also have family problems. They have to deal with something in the Philippines, so it's easy said than done, saying they're not supporting us, they're not doing this. I guess it's for those people who do support, they might have the time to at least email or message each other saying like, hey, you could do this, even though it's just like 5 minutes, right? 5 minutes can go a long way, but then for them they might be too tired, and then they don't want to give that effort to at least support maybe a 1 minute post. So it's also in the mentality then, like, okay, even though I'm tired, I can support. But then I guess once people think about like, oh, I have so many things to worry about, they don't think about others, now they're trying to think about themselves.
That's fine though, but that's also the root of the problem.
Yeah,
Why are a lot of us
us.
stuck in industries where it's something we don't like? Not all, okay, but of course if some are passionate, then they want that industry. But if it's as hectic to that level and I have no time, but you actually have time if you want to, in order to change. If you need Cantonese fluently, why not change? Right? And I'm one of those where I'm almost 3 years in this industry. 98% in this office are Chinese. I speak their language now at 70 to 80% level because I just chose to speak, and I made a choice to learn how to speak.
Yeah.
It's a choice.
And it's a sacrifice too, because it's also time.
Yeah.
It's two ways. Other people can be really tired with their normal job and all. I mean, like all their jobs. You can get really tired, but then you could still push yourself instead of like going to the bar or like hanging out. You sacrifice your time. Okay, I'm not gonna do all those stuff this week. I'm gonna have a goal. I'm gonna do this and that. It really depends on the person, right?
Yeah, like
because for example, like just a good story here. Okay, a lot of people are like, I just want to work, get paid, then travel and just have fun. But they're willing to sacrifice that for the next 40 years of their life after graduation, and then they retire with not much or close to nothing because they just comfortably did that. Okay, if they're happy, then great. But for my opinion, you can do more, right? It's not just following what the norm is. Our director here at one point was one of the youngest ones that promoted the fastest. He joined at 21, and 5 years and 6 months, he has almost 100 people, and he's earning at a really, really good range at the age of 28.
Good for him.
Yeah, like I'm talking a lot. So he committed 7 days a week for 5 years and 6 months, and now he is financially free and investing.
Nice. I guess we have that. I feel like I still have it at times where, because we're not perfect, we can't always go okay, I have this goal, I'm going to do it. We tend to not do it at times because we get distracted. We're humans, we get distracted.
Or discouraged.
If
we don't have like instant success. Like people, they want it in this day and age, get it immediate. If they don't, they will like stop. Like they don't want to see it through like, oh, it's a constant thing. They need to keep investing until something actually comes out of it.
Yeah. I think the problem with us humans, you could say, once we fail, it's hard for us to really have that mentality to keep going forward, or we want like
instant gratification.
Yes, or you just want to see things coming sooner.
Yeah.
But that's not how it happens, and that's how it starts to to discourage yourself and all.
That's why I said always be open to study and ask people who are better than you. Right? And it's a true statement. May it sound offensive. If you hang out with people that earn less, you're at that level. You hang out with people that earn better, you're at that level. You earn with business people that earn $1 million a month, let's say, that's going to be your potential level. So who you're around with, you're surrounded by that frequency. And if you have people who are so crazy about achieving things, they're just going to motivate you every time you're hanging out with them. You're gonna have that energy passed on to you, blessed onto you. So you get affected by who's around you, and also the knowledge, right? And talking about wanting to achieve things fast, but none of the people who succeeded in life in big positions or earning power ever got it overnight.
So I guess that's the answer then to like your how to improve crab mentality type thing. It's like basically exposing. I mean, Filipinos should learn to expose themselves to people and ideas that are not, inherited from past generations. Not like parang something that could change their circumstance, and not be just like, oh, jealous of like, oh, just because I can't make it, you want it on everyone else. It's like instead, it's like I'll try, and then support whoever else wants to try, and then keep boosting each other up na lang. Yeah.
That's why I'm saying we need a community at the
Yes.
same frequency.
Yes.
Rather than that vibe of, oh, they're doing better, or I gotta do better, or I don't want them doing better than me.
Yeah.
Why not just clap for everyone?
Yeah.
Why don't we start?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Like us.
We already are.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're
like,
in the middle of it.
in a
We're-
different
we're-
platform too. I'm just saying, like, this is one
I do. I comment a lot.
Okay.
because it's you who's doing it, but you said community, right? So
Yeah,
once we
let's just-
start, we
yeah.
could grab more people that we think that we could support, and them themselves can support others.
Well, kinetic outcome is going to be a community like that. It's just that it's a mixture. It's not just Filipinos.
Yeah, which is fine.
But Filipinos, it would be good to also
can.
have that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm looking
like
forward
what you
to
said.
that.
If you think, no, we can't. So if we think, no, we could actually be supportive with each other, we will.
Or if any of you want to start something, hit us up.
Yeah.
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 I get it.
Okay. I guess good talk.
Yeah.
So, Mars.
What na? Kita
And-
kits. We're like, no, you're not gonna say end.
Okay. Kinetic outcome.
Our aim is to provide value, so if you like what you watched, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'm also a financial advisor based in Hong Kong, so feel free to check the description box for my details and email or DM. And if ever you need video and photography services, the phenomenal videos you're watching right now are filmed by 𝙁Mendoza. Lastly, if you love hip-hop music, rap, R&B, singing, whichever that sounds amazing to your ears, because I always do a lot of experiments with it, feel free to drop by my channel at 𝙁𝒂𝙀 or 𝙀𝒑. Appreciate you for being part of this episode and more to come. Till next time.